everyone, I'm Coy, and I'm here with
AJ.
And Mr. Lance.
And we're going to be talking about a few games that we've been playing. So I will start first with Hogwarts Legacy. So Hogwarts Legacy is the sort of new Harry Potter game that has been in development for like the near decade. It's been a while since they previously announced it, and it finally came out this year, and to great reviews. I've been playing it myself. Clocked in total 15 hours so far, and it's been a heck of a ride. Basically, this is set in the time frame of before Harry Potter, before Dumbledore was even the headmaster, and it's in the 1800s. And you play as a custom protagonist. You can make your own character who is able to see ancient traces of magic. And what that is like, it's super powerful. Everyone wants it. Everyone wants the knowledge of it. And since you're the protagonist, you're able to see it. And game starts off as you arrive at Hogwarts as a fifth year. Basically, you begin your schooling at Hogwarts as a fifth year. And basically, you can do all your activities. You can go to classes. Each of them provides like really cool moments where you're like learning how to make potions. There's Defense Against the Dark Arts, where you learn new spells and how to defend against like different kinds of monsters. There's also like dueling. There's like this like little underground dueling ring where you can like duel other students and fight them. And the castle itself, Hogwarts Castle, is massive. When you're outside and you're looking at it, you don't think that you can explore every tower or hall, but you can. There's so many details that they put into the game, from secret hallways to like classrooms to even the cafeteria, where like the sky is bewitched to like show the ceiling or like the sky above Hogwarts Castle. And it also has this like a season system where it'll like, depending on the month the game is set in, the castle will change to like have decorations. So right now my game is in October, so that means there's like pumpkins like hanging around, and there's cool. Like they're all like carved out and they're like glowing and stuff. And there's also the world outside Hogwarts. It's huge. Like, I thought Hogwarts was massive, but the world outside is even bigger, sort of like Elden Ring big. Like,
wow.
That was that crazy. Like, I didn't expect it.
Can you go to like the Muggles world, or is it all just around the castle and like
it's
acreage around there?
It's pretty much there,
okay.
Like set in like near Hogwarts, but you can go like beyond it to like Hogsmeade, which is the village, and even further to like locations I've never previously seen before. But that world is huge. You can even go into the Forbidden Forest, which is like next to Hogwarts, and there's like a few side quests there. There's enemies, there's spiders, cool. Like gigantic spiders. And let's say combat is really fun. I didn't think you could make like wand casting and like stuff like that fun, but the way that they've done it here is they have like a sort of skill system where you can like hold right trigger, and then there you have your button wheel, like 4 buttons, and you can pick 4 spells like combo together, and then you can switch to your next set of skills.
That's
and
cool.
And string that together as well, so you can like make people levitate and like push them back and then pull them back, and then like do a AoE where it's like a fire spread.
Yeah.
And it's all super interesting. They have the skill tree where you can unlock more combat stuff, and traversal to get around the world. They have beasts and also the broomsticks.
Cool.
Which you can have a hippogriff, which is like a mix between an eagle,
that's so cool.
and a snake and all that kind of thing, and you can fly that around. And the broomstick's really fun. There's no Quidditch. There's no Quidditch, which is the weird thing, but they have the Quidditch field, and it's all like set up. But I think they're gonna wait. What I'm hoping is that they're gonna release it as DLC or just additional content. Because you can't have a Harry Potter game without Quidditch.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, it's such a huge part of it. Now, like on the brooms, like can you like upgrade your brooms or get better brooms, or is it just like one broom?
Oh, you can. There's a bunch of custom brooms that you can get, and there's also side quests to like upgrade the speed and like the way you control it and stuff. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's legit.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game so far.
So now I got to ask this. So in the game, because I haven't played it yet, do you actually have to like sit down and the sorting hat tells you like what house, or can you choose what house?
First but yes, you can. So you head in to the cafeteria, you like bust through the doors because of events that happened beforehand. And you're sat down, and the sorting hat, like, you basically go through a little questionnaire saying, like, what do you prefer? Like, you want to explore the castle, or you want to focus on your studies, stuff like that. And then it'll sort you into a house. And then if you don't like the house, you can, choose another one.
Oh, that's awesome. So, what house are you?
Slytherin.
Nice. Okay, cool. Have you ever taken one of those personality tests on like what house you are?
No, because I'm not deranged.
What? I'm Hufflepuff. Like I take those all the time. I've always been Hufflepuff all the way. So that's very cool. So out of 10, what would you rate the game so far?
I'm really having fun with it. It's like, because I have my own rating system, but like this makes me just like want to ignore the entire rating system so far, just because I enjoy it so much. But I'll give it like 8.5.
That's awesome. That's very,
Pretty
very
high.
cool. So now systems. I know it's on Steam. I'm pretty sure, isn't it? What other systems is it on?
It will. Okay, so currently, it is on all modern systems, so PS5, the new Xbox, and Steam. But come April or around that time frame, it will be releasing on Switch and
I heard about
PS4
that.
and Xbox.
Okay.
The Xbox One, the original one.
I wonder how it's going to like do on Switch.
Yeah, that's what
because
I'm
like
like,
nervous because
yeah.
it's so large and so massive. Like it's going to be a little dicey.
Yeah,
maybe.
I
We'll see.
really want to see how they do that because I don't know. I'm into that performance stuff because I feel like they might do like a cloud version, which is kind of like just the easy way out. But if they do somehow manage to port the game like correctly in its entirety
That'd be cool.
into like this handheld, that okay.
Well, I mean, for me at least, like I remember when they ported over Doom.
Yeah,
I was like
yeah.
super nervous because I'm like, there's no way it's going to be able to take on Doom. And the Switch did a decent job at Doom. So I mean, there's some stuff that they can do, like cut corners to where like you don't really notice it as much. The frame rates or whatever it is, it's not as noticeable. So I mean, they might be able to do it. Very awesome. Very cool. So I'm going to go next, Mr. Lance here. I've been playing a mobile game, not nearly as beautiful or as intense as Hogwarts Universe, but I am doing Street Fighter Duel, which actually just came out this past week. I was so excited. I remember watching the trailer like several weeks ago, and you can go in on the Google Store or Apple Store, and you can like pre-order it or whatever, basically, so that way you get like extra bonuses when the game starts. And so like I'm pretty sure I was one of the very first people that like pre-ordered that game. And what it is, I've always been a huge Street Fighter like aficionado. I've loved it. I think the first version I ever played was Street Fighter 2. I actually had it on console back in the day, and I loved it. And I'm old enough to where I used to go to a place called an arcade, and we actually used to play it in there, 25 cents and just play all day at it, which was pretty cool. But anyway, this is a different version of the game. Obviously, it is a side scroller. They're very cartoon-esque characters. It's a far departure from like the current Street Fighters if you're playing on major consoles like Street Fighter 4. And but it's like kind of a cute, fun game. Towards you've played these games before where you can either like automate the characters to help fight, and then you do all like the management stuff, the power-ups, getting all like the special abilities, the clothing, all that stuff. Or if you want to, you can turn off that auto setting and like you can play it yourself and do like the special abilities or whatever. Typically what I've been doing is I've been letting like them fight themselves, and then I'm getting like all the behind the scenes power-ups to make sure that they get everything they need to. And it's a lot like Mortal Kombat, and the fact that it's kind of divided up to where you can do like this straight just like world challenges where you're going against like all of like the bad guys traditional in Street Fighter, but there's also like a tower challenge like they have in Mortal Kombat where like you're climbing up the tower, which is cool. There's also another area which is a lot more like some of the Dragon Ball games where it's like kind of node based to where you can pick like which direction that you want to go and which bad guy you want to, because the cool thing is very much like Dragon Ball. You can, I think it's called, what is it called? Awaken, just like Dragon Ball. You can awaken your characters' like innate abilities and like power them up even more by collecting like kind of like their tokens almost. And so anyway, I kind of like going through the node system trying to find those different token pieces to like power up Ryu, because like Ryu is like my boy, you know what I mean? And then the more that you do that, the more you can get like special bonuses and gems and all this other stuff to get other characters like Chun-Li or whoever you want to, Bison. And the cool thing about it, because I've been playing it since day one, I've been like hooked. Like I'm so sorry. Like I'm a dad first. I get the kids to bed. I'm like, I'm going to bed too, guys. And then I'm like, Street Fighter 2. So anyway, straight up. So I've had lots of sleep. Anyway, but I've been playing that. But the cool thing is like you can get other players to help join you on your quest sometimes. So you can like port in some of their players to like help you beat a particular area. Because a lot like Pokemon Go, you have like different characters that have like different innate abilities. So like you have like, it has like different icons like fire, earth, like whatever. And so you want to make sure that you match the right people together to fight the right bad guys guys when you're going into a fight. And the cool thing is about Street Fighter that makes it different than other previous intonations is like you can have a group of 4 fighting with you. So it's not just like one-on-one combat side scroller. It's like you can have like Ryu and Chun-Li and Bison and like whoever you want to. And they even have like, I don't know, like Street Fighter NPCs. Like I don't even know, I don't even know what to consider. But they're like little dudes you've never seen that look like just like a random ninja, and their like name is Gary. And you can, like, and you can like pull them in and like upgrade them too. So like they come in and do stuff as well, which is hilarious. Or you can get like the straight up like main characters of Street Fighter and do that as well. So there's a lot of different variation. There's no ads, which is fantastic for me. That's the one thing that will kill a game is ads for me. So there's been no ads whatsoever. I haven't hit any sort of type of like paywall or like pay to play. I've been playing for quite a while. I don't think that there is one, but I know that it gets harder the higher levels you get. But there isn't, I will see. I've probably put like, I don't know, maybe 15 hours into it so far. And I haven't seen any sort of thing that's like, oh man, now I got to pay like $20 to get this one thing that'll help me in the game. It's all been pretty linear all the way up, which is really, really fun. And I'm a real big upgrades type of person. So I like finding like the best like weapons for them, the best outfits, the best like special abilities and all that other stuff to make sure that I have like the best team. And I'm always constantly like making sure that like I don't just go in and just barely make it past that level. Like I'm like dominating on fire, So anyway, that's Street Fighter Duel. You guys should download it. I would recommend. I believe it is a teen rating, so for teenagers and above, for sure. I would rate this game definitely if you're like into casual gaming, not like hardcore gaming, but casual gaming. I'd give it a solid like 7.5, 8. It's definitely like really fun to just like sit back, and if you've got like 20 minutes to chill, 20 minutes of dead time, put on Street Fighter Duel and have the time of your life. All right. What do you got today, AJ?
I'm going to be the childish one here. My game is on a good old thing called Roadblocks. And for those of you who do know what Roblox is, it has gotten better over the years, and the graphic quality has gotten really good. And some of us Roblox players recently have noticed this game called Doors. And this is like a multi-level tier game almost. So your main goal is to make it through all these doors, and behind every door is another challenge that awaits you, like these little creatures and with like eyes. Like that's a big thing in this game. There's a bunch of eyes, and they can kill you. There's a bunch of things in this game that can kill you, like other games. But this game in particular is very hard. I've been having at this game for like a good 2 months now.
Oh wow!
And I still have not beat it.
Really?
Still have not. No, it is very hard to beat this game. I have not.
Wait, so do you die and reset, or
you completely reset? Completely. So like all the work you put in, all like the items that you collect, gone.
Okay, so that's tough. It
is very tough. And like it's game's very out of pocket. Like I was playing with Koi, and it was a couple of us here in AV, and we were playing on call. And this thing, I forget what it's called. But it was this thing, and it comes, like, once you enter a room, like, the lights flicker, and that lets you know it's coming. I think it's called Rush, and it just comes, and it obliterates everything in that room, and you have to hide in, like, this little cupboard to escape it. And a lot of us got killed, except one of us who stole a cupboard from somebody. I'm not going to point fingers, but someone did it.
I found it first.
No, you didn't!
I hid in it first.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, this game is really cool. I believe the developer's name, I have it right here, is L Splash. And they have made previous games before this, but this is like their big thing currently. And I have only gotten to like level 50, I believe. But I keep getting killed by this thing. It's in the library. I got past everything except this library part because it's this big like siren head, like Slenderman looking character that just gets you. And it's so hard to do. But like, one of my favorite parts about this game is the graphics quality. Like, Roblox as a whole is very childish, I'll say, but they are consistently one-upping themselves. Because with this game, like, it looks like any other game that you would play. Like, great graphics quality. Like, it's just, ooh, so good.
Yeah, because Roblox is essentially... People forget that Roblox is actually just a game engine. So, and like, just to make your own stuff. So when people really put into time and, like, effort to, like, make a game look crazy... It's like it shows, and I've seen so many games like projects and stuff where it just doesn't even look like Roblox.
Now, this game is like done really well on Roadblocks. It has a 94% good rate, or whatever you call it. But yeah, and one of the things I particularly like about this game is that, well, one, it's in first person, so you really can't see your character. But as you're going through all these rooms behind these doors, on the walls there's paintings, and they're actually real. They're actual real paintings and drawings and art. And it's the what do you call it? The developer features actual artists' hard work on the walls, and I really think that's cool because I've never seen a game particularly do that. But I think it adds like a little like special spice to the game.
That's awesome. So I know you were talking about a few minutes ago about getting to level 50. How long does that take to work your way all the way up to that point in the game?
Days, hours, like, yeah. And I do know there is over 100 levels, I believe, and so I imagine if I were to beat it completely, I would be there for like a good hot minute.
Wow, that's now okay. I don't know much about Roblox, so can you like save it and come back to it, or
Nope.
is this like one go?
Nope. If you're
like running it,
No.
like
Since I'm a mobile player and I play on a little iPhone, if your phone dies, it doesn't save. If you accidentally swipe up, it doesn't save. If you accidentally log out, it doesn't save. If someone calls you, it doesn't save. It doesn't save. You have to sit there and turn on Do Not Disturb. That's what I do, and I just have at it because like if the little tiniest thing. Like, even if you, like, I'm afraid, like, when a notification pops up and I'm playing, because if I accidentally touch it...
It doesn't save.
all right, just keep going.
Because if I don't touch it, or if I do touch it, it doesn't save.
That's horrible. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Wildcat Review Show. Hope you play some of these games and have a great day, Wildcats.
Bye.
Rawr.